Staff Training for the Prevention of Sexual Harassment. This training is for WCHS, the Pam Dudley Center. The definition of sexual harassment. It is a form of sexual discrimination that involves unwelcome sexual advances, requests for sexual favors, and other verbal or physical conduct of a sexual nature, when submission to such conduct is made either explicitly or implicitly a term or condition of a person's job, pay, or career, or submission to or rejection of such conduct is being used as a basis for career or employment decisions affecting that person, or such conduct has the purpose or effect of unreasonably interfering with an individual's work performance and creates an intimidating, hostile, or offensive work environment. Quid pro quo. This for that. This means submitting to or rejecting sexual advances or requests cannot be a condition upon which a person's job, career, or upcoming promotion depends. Hostile work environment. Unwelcome and demeaning sexually related behavior that creates an intimidating, hostile, or offensive work environment. The intent of the harasser is irrelevant. The perception or impact of the harassed person is the focus point. Let's look at some examples of sexual harassment. Verbal. Profanity and off-color jokes, sexual comments or threats, whistling, barking, grunting, growling, passing rumors of sexual acts or involvement. Physical examples of sexual harassment. Suggestive facial expressions, displaying or giving sexually suggestive pictures or cartoons, stroking, grabbing, patting, hugging, pinching, or provocatively posing, cornering or blocking a passageway, clothing adjustments, and back rubs can all be considered examples of sexual harassment in the physical category. Obsessive behavior can be considered sexual harassment. Stalking, which includes actions of a person repeatedly following or harassing another person in a manner to induce in a reasonable person a fear of sexual battery, bodily injury, or death of that person or a member of that person's immediate family. Obsessive behavior. Such harassment can include unwanted telephone calls, email messages, uninvited visits, etc. Is it sexual harassment? Ask yourself the following. Was the behavior or innuendo sexual in nature? Was the behavior unwelcome? Does the behavior create a hostile or offensive work environment? Have sexual favors been demanded, requested, or suggested, especially as a condition of employment, career, and job success? What do you do if you're a victim? Contact your immediate supervisor unless this person is the aggressor. Contact the administrator, director, or assistant administrator and director. Contact the Pam Dudley Center or WCHS board. Ways to resolve the harassment. You may confront the harasser if you feel safe in doing so, telling them that you feel uncomfortable and that their advances are unwanted. Use an intermediary to confront the harasser. You may maintain a log or diary of incidents. You may request sexual harassment training for the department. But the bottom line is simply this: report the incident. What can happen to the harasser? Administratively, they can face counseling or coaching, written reprimands, or even termination. Legally, they can face criminal charges and civil liabilities. As an employee, you should be free from the fear of reprisal. Employees shall be free from reprisal for reporting sexual harassment. This applies when the complaint of harassment is directly connected to the one making the complaint or when it involves someone else. This report should be made as soon as the harassing behavior is observed. Reporting sexual harassment. Don't delay. If you feel uncomfortable because of the suggestive actions or words of another, report it immediately. Report it clearly. Don't just say this or that happened. If you feel it's sexual harassment, tell your chain of command individual that you do. If satisfactory steps are not taken, go to the next person in the chain of command. If you're unsatisfied with the response of your report, you may also report sexual harassment at https://labor.mo.gov/discrimination/sex, or you can Google reporting sexual harassment in the workplace in Missouri.